It is September 27th, 2024. Yesterday on Google, the Portage County Sheriffs were up there again. They framed some guy, got caught framing him, falsifying evidence. Some guy had a leak into his car. His sister or sister-in-law, some family member, put baking soda on the carpet to absorb it and the smell. And they pulled him over and then had the drugging gang unit come out, tested, came up negative for drugs. Tested again, came up negative. They arrested him for meth. Scooped up, he told them it was Armor Hammer baking soda. Carpet freshener. They had a leak in the car. That's why it was spread all over the carpet. Sent the test results off to the Secretary of State, to their office. It's baking soda. Carpet freshener. They charged him for having meth. $70,000 to bail out. They falsified evidence and lied and framed this guy. These two guys. See, then you got to think. Where I went up and reported this myself to the sheriffs. Went back up and talked to them. They said the Portage County Chief of Police had told them nobody was to look into it and everybody was to stay out of it. Knowing that there was crimes being happening. Which then you got to think of what my ex-husband said. For my girlfriend's rich and powerful. Her family owns the police. You won't be able to withstand, Karen. I told him it's not a communist country. Nobody owns the police. I took a day or so and prayed. I called the FBI hotline. Now, is Michelle or Lauren related to any of those officers? Because if they are, it hits levels of not funny. Because their comments in 21, if it would have been anybody else, they would have been in jail on crimes they didn't commit. And they almost got away with it till I started bragging. I want you to think about that. These people have admitted to framing me, photoshopping washing, photoshopping feminine wipes above the toilet in the other room to make me look weird, drugging me and telling me to say stuff. And the only thing I thought was the well water was killing me because it looked like poop water. Had to wash my hands in after I used the bathroom, take a fast shower. It stopped up that even the inside of the toilets had rocks and stuff in it. It was gross. I thought just showering in it was killing me. So we got the water treatment system. Well, by the second week, I had bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up, heart racing, migraine headache, almost passing out, and then a severe personal infection. And I thought maybe it had E. coli or something in it, that it was killing me. That's how not funny this is. I want you to think about it. How not funny this is. You know, Dave bragged. I had 4 attempts in my life within a year. And then when we got up there, on the 3rd day, he hit me with a board in the face. He, for a comment of, oh, I could pick up that board. Come on now. Picks it up and whacks me in the face, breaks my teeth. I have a lot of dental work done. Okay? And I'm like, why? You'll learn not to smart off to me. Runs over, gets in the car, takes off to the store. That's where, have neighbors, you know them, but you don't know them. You don't know them, but you see them. You know they're your neighbors. Never met this guy. But we'd see him walk out of his vehicle, get into his house about 4 or 5 houses down off of John Thomas. And older white man with white hair in a silver car. And he pulled in next to me. Oh, in 21 or 22. On Whipple McDonald's on Helsondales Road. My phone's legally bugged. I walked in behind him. There's a group of men in there. He's like, I'm tired of this. He said her ex-husband showed up at a store in Ravenna, screamed out he didn't want his wife anymore. Asked all those people to help get rid of her. They all agreed to help, and it was the people in the store of Ravenna doing it to her before. And some of those undercover police lied to Will so they get away with it. I'm tired of it. The police and the FBI taped him. You know that, right? You know that, right? By the 6th day up there, someone kicked in my door while we're at the storage unit. That's when they're supposed to set up their stalking cameras. Taping my whole family using the bathroom, including children. It's a local drug dealer named Pete. Works with the Texas group. After the FBI got involved, Middle Eastern men showed up for we all work for the king from Texas. We are his men. Dave hired us. He's a drug lord. He's a fentanyl king if you look him up. Bill from the Freemasons. After the case started, they said he liked me, he wanted to meet me. He was paying for all these people to follow me around. They're laughing in my face, they're hurting me. And how they framed me, and he's paying for that, I won't look at him. They confronted him in January to March of 19. Bill, you paid almost $800,000 for these people to follow her around. She won't even look at you. Of course I won't look at him. They're saying he's the one paying for all that. He rode with the big truck guys from Florida that were human trafficking, bragged they were human trafficking. He either drove a medium blue truck, and they said that was his, or a silver car. I've never talked to him or Pete. Never. I've never even met Pete. That's where either the Summit County Sheriffs or the local police in Akron where I work were telling the neighbors a year ago, don't say a word to her. She's never met the man that actually did this to her. My rapist. A drug dealer running a drug scam on somebody cyber stalking him. Photoshopping, washing. A sextortion act and date rape, amnesia, drug confessions. By the second week up there, I'm standing around the front yard collapsing. Neighbor comes running over. Can I help you? I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll mow your lawn for you. I don't know what's wrong with me. My heart's beating through my neck. I got marks on me. Here I've been drug beaten, right? Huh? Be perfectly fine at different times. Go outside, work outside, come in, wash my hands. Make something to eat and drink. Go in and use the bathroom, wash my hands. Better sit down. Take a drink out of a 2-liter Diet Coke in the room. Go dizzy and black. Hours later, wake up. So dizzy, I can't hardly sit up, and I'm throwing. I have to run for the bathroom, throw it up. I got marks on me. Or wake up with injection marks. And more bruises and severely infected. They were human trafficking me under drugs. Ran a drug scam of drugging me up and telling me to say something stupid. And photoshopping shower scenes I heard in the other room, and a feminine wipey above the toilet in the other room, and how they framed me and made fun of me. And they even admitted that they were exposing corrupt law enforcement in this area publicly, and they were setting him up to be arrested. They were after Agent John. For FBI Agent John fell for the stunt of tapes before. Oh, come on now. It was only a stunt. You mean John actually fell for it? You mean that FBI Agent John actually fell for a stunt of tapes before that were only a stunt? Photoshopping and washing and having me drugged up and told to say stuff I already did the photoshopping and washing, I've heard. Or feminine wipey above the toilet. and drugged up and told to say stuff is only a stunt to an occult. By federal law, they were all to be arrested the first day, not the victim made fun of. I never had these people in my home. You want to talk about scary movie shit? There was idiots yesterday. We all know they had special permission from the judges. You didn't have no special permission. That's a flat out lie. There's no such thing as special permission. And they sure as hell wouldn't have some drug dealer and human trafficker drug beating, raping a woman and drugging her up and telling her to say something stupid and photoshopping scenes like that and selling kitty porn and my grandkids going potty. They wouldn't let some child molester do it. Run a drug scam on somebody. June 7th, 23, Lighthouse Tabernacle made fun of FBI agent John. Publicly mocked him. Sold videos of it. I thought a year ago SWAT teams would get him for him. Then nothing. I'm amazed. My brother-in-law died working for the government. Died. This is our nation's disgrace of the legal system. You know, the Portage County Sheriffs, they are in trouble for, now I always thought when they did drug bust, that they, the money went into the county or the state and they dispensed it. Never thought a sheriff's department could keep it. It's like robbing the drug dealers. And then using inmates as servants. They're already in a lot of trouble. Now they've got caught framing and falsifying evidence. That's not funny. None of this is. So where the neighbor said they called up that agent and lied to him, well, other police, I went out to eat with a police officer. He said they're known for being corrupt. One of them even got caught raping people. That's how not funny this is. And if Michelle or Lauren is related to one of those officers, that's where I wondered if they weren't looking at them, where they were trying to say they were wanting to get their drug connections, if they weren't looking at them and trying to catch them. See, that's where some guy said in Cuyahoga Falls, they were actually after him. That's why nobody helped you. They were after them. That's a dirty, shitty way to do it. Feeding a rape victim, a human trafficking victim, back to the drug cartel to get everybody's involvement in it. That's a shitty way. An FBI agent John going up and telling that church I called the hotline before he talked to me, minute on a recorded line, he met with everyone, bullies me, mocks me like he's a crazy occult person, makes me beg for my life and lists me informant, and then threatens me even though he's already told all the bad guys, and then feeds me back to him. That's how not funny this is. I'm going to upload this.